Ooh, I've caught myself a glitched Shadow Cresselia. Yes, it's a glitched IV Cresselia because it has 0 attack and we're gonna use it in the Go Battle League in the Ultra League. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So first things first though, you guys might be wondering how in the world did I get myself a 0 attack Shadow Cresselia? Myself included, man. I mean, you cannot trade for it. And it was caught during the Nagasaki event, the Wild Area event, and we are all very puzzled that this actually happened because I did show in the previous video that you can actually get 0 IV, alright, which will be better for the Great League and Ultra League, alright, for Cresselia or even any Pokemon most of the time. But usually for Shadow Pokemon from the raids, the minimum IV is 666. However, in this scenario, you know, like we can get it even lower than 6, so like it's very interesting that we even got something like this. So even for my previous Cresselia that I actually have gotten in the past, this one over here, you know, like you can trade for it to get lower IVs, but even so, it's not easy to get yourself a Shadow that is under, you know, 6 IV. It's basically impossible. Alright, but if you were to check out the one that I had as a Shadow in the past, the first one I got from Giovanni, alright, this is the one that I got with 6613. So the IV is English because, like I said, the minimum IV is 666, and I mean, if the defense was higher, it would be better for me for the Great League, but unfortunately it wasn't. But whatever the case is, we now have this, alright. I'm not sure if this was deliberate or whatsoever because this only happened on the 3rd day, the very last day of the Wild Area event. For day 1 and day 2, it wasn't the case. So we're not sure whether it's deliberate or accidental or whatsoever, but yeah, we have this glitched Shadow Cresselia that we can use in the Ultra League, man. So first of all, let's go ahead to give it a second move. And the move that we want to use is Confusion, Grass Knot, and also Moonblast. Okay, so we got Moonblast, and Grass Knot is actually a legacy move, which we then have to use our Elite Charge TM on it, which I am going to use it on. Alright, since we have a good number of it. Alright, let's go to get Grass Knot, awesome. Teach Grass Knot, great, awesome. And we got the move already. Now we have to power it up to under 2500 CP. We cannot use it for the Great League because it's already at 1800 CP anyways. So it's gonna go up to 2494, let's go. Alright, so let's see how this Pokemon performs, man. Alright, so we're gonna go into Go Battle League right now, start a battle, and I'll tell you guys though, I did not actually increase my ELO, so I'm so sorry, we're still gonna play in the very low ELO range. Okay, so anyway, we're using Belly Boat together with Cresselia and also my usual Corviknight, which both of them are rank 2 and rank 3 respectively. Yes, let's go to find an opponent now. I hope we can do some really nice battles today instead of like in the previous video where I used the Shadow Darkrai. And 2 of the battles were like real battles, the other 3 were like CP10 Pokemon and whatever Pokemon that we didn't want to see, alright? So let's see who get matched up with. That's a pretty long wait. Larasons. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got Giratina in the house. Okay, kind of an okay start for us, for my Belly Boat, I suppose so. Okay, great. He's not attacking. Oh, okay, finally he's attacking. Okay, finally he left. Okay, so, oops, I'm sorry. Even someone who's using like Giratina, he just wants to top left and just leave the battle. And that's why, you know, like some people who have already hit level 80, they probably, you know, drop their rating, their ELO down, and then after that they just win, then after that they drop again and they win. But I mean, if you're gonna drop and you're gonna win that easily, I guess it's gonna be possible to hit the level 80 that easily. Also, if you are at 2000 plus ELO, then it's gonna be even more difficult. Okay, we got Shadow Gardevoir. Let's see now, Shadow Gardevoir. Okay. Here we go again. 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 So the reason why people do not want to top left immediately is because, you know, maybe they are trying to complete the time research, the battle in the Go Battle League. So in order to complete that, if you top left, you actually do not get that completed. Oh my god, that Alakazam just went down that quickly. But yeah, if you want to complete that, you need to actually like either lose alright, or win the battle, then you clock as battle in the Go Battle League. If you just top left and quit, it doesn't clock at all. So I guess most people are trying to do that, I guess, but yeah, but they're trying to drop the elo. Maybe preparing to go up to level 80, and like I said, if you drop your elo to like this particular elo, that's how it is. Let's hope we encounter at least 2 battles that are proper battles. Otherwise, I'll play another set, and then we'll see if we actually can get really proper battles. Okay, I really hope I can show you guys some interesting battles with the Cresselia, because Cresselia is really tanky. I mean, it's a shadow form, so it's gonna suffer 20% more damage, but we know what's gonna happen with a Pikachu coming out in the Ultra League, yo. I mean, it's a shiny one with the green tiara, but still, like, okay, yep, okay, Slowpoke. Okay, at least this one is not a slow battle. What's this? Duraludon? Why did this person not just use like the level 1 all the way? Why did you suddenly bring it a Duraludon? You might as well just use all level 1, since you already have 2 Pokemon that are at level 1, you just want an instant boost. Alright, would have saved us some time, but thank you so much, 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 and one last Sucker Punch. I feel like I should just use the Cresselia as the lead, guys. Yeah, but that's not going to be a good one to use it as a lead, honestly speaking. I don't really like using Cresselia as the lead. In fact, I don't think I've ever used Cresselia as the lead. I did use a Cresselia quite a bit in the past, but usually with Psycho Cut, and Grass Knot and Moonblast. But now with Confusion being, I guess, a better move because it has been boosted, I guess we get more energy. So we are using that over the Psycho Cut. And it's also recommended by PV Poke, so you use it. So okay, so let's go ahead to see the next battle now. Battle number 4. Your Kiram. Okay, this might be a real battle now. Okay, fine. If he decided to do okay, we would have to play another set, I guess, because this is battle number 4 already, and we cannot showcase a proper battle. Yeah. So there's about 22 more days before the GBL season ends. So we're gonna see how things goes. Alright. Because if my elo is gonna go up, then I gotta think of ways to handle that. Okay, so let's see. We got Komo. Oh, this might be a real battle again. It's really not a real battle, guys. I think I'm going to use Cresselia as the lead, just so that we can see how things performs with it. I mean, if we actually do something amazing, great, but yeah, we just got ourselves free stuff, I guess, which is not the point of this particular video. But now our elo is going to go up to 603. Whew. Okay, so let's go ahead to swap our lead right now. Let's go ahead to the next one over here, and Cresselia. Okay, there we go. I for some reason I always spell Cresselia wrongly. I always spell C-R-E-E. So I do not know why I keep typing wrongly. Okay, now we got Cresselia as the lead. I hope it got registered, as in because I swapped my Pokemon so quickly and then immediately I press battle. Sometimes it glitches and it doesn't have Cresselia as okay, great. There we go. Now let's see. We got Umbreon in the house. That's not a good lead for us. And that's not a good lead for us. But okay, let's see. Let's go with it. CP26. I saw the number CP26 and then I'm like, okay. Okay. Wow, that's how powerful the Shadow Cresselia is, guys. I mean, one-shot KOs everything because in the Ultra League, there are people who are just using level 1 Pokemon. If you are that low in elo, guys. But basically, I'll tell you guys that I had a very bad lead. Assuming the opponent is using an Umbreon, with like very proper CP, like maxing out to level 50, because Umbreon, you would have to max up to level 50. To use it for the Ultra League, regardless of the IVs. But of course, you want to use a Hundo, because a Hundo maxed out Umbreon would still be eligible for the Ultra League. And that's what you need. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the next battle, guys. Come on, let's see now. Okay, let's go. And Typhlosion. Okay, this might be a real battle. Please be a real battle. Please be a real battle. Please be a real battle. Okay. Okay, okay, my opponent is using the move. Okay, great. 3, okay, this is Thunder Punch. I'm gonna let this go through. So we're gonna go with the next charge move. Okay, we can. There we go. Ouch. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go with this. Let's see if the opponent's gonna shoot this though, because I mean, Typhlosion is rather glassy. Is it a Shadow Typhlosion? I don't think so, right? But let's see now. Okay, decided to shoot that. Awesome. Excuse me, my throat. Okay, I'm gonna let this go through. I'm gonna save the shield. Okay, for the other Pokemon. Oh, I'm supposed to showcase Cresselia though. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Okay, let's go with this now. Okay, awesome. And now let's see if the opponent is gonna shoot this or not. Are you gonna shoot a Moonblast? And it okay, decided to shoot that. Awesome. Okay, so I realized my opponent is running double fire Pokemon, which is not really good for our Corviknight Knight. But whatever the case is, we got our Belly Boat to handle this. So we definitely gonna have to shoot up. Does it have Break Break? If I'm not mistaken, it has Break Break. Magmota has Break Break, right? And okay, Fire Punch. If I'm not mistaken, they're all like very, very low energy move. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this. Okay. Because we're gonna boost our attacks. Sorry, our defense. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with this now. Okay. I guess this is a more proper battle than just now, so I guess that's how I was able to showcase to you guys the Shadow Cresselia. Okay. Okay, our defense has gone up. Great, awesome. Now Giratina is in. Okay. Let's go with Parabolic Charge again. Awesome, it boosts our defense. So remember the last Pokemon is Typhlosion, which isn't good for our Corviknight Knight at all, because we will get one-shot KO by the Blast Burn. Alright, let's see now. Okay. And then we're gonna go with this. Awesome, Shadow Sneak. Okay, our defense have gone up a few stages. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3, but whatever the case is, it's great. Okay, there we go. Okay. Do we win CMP time against Giratina? I'm not even sure, man. But yeah, okay. There we go. Awesome. Okay, we won CMP time against Giratina because we are unable to use our fast move already. Okay, there we go. Awesome, Shadow Sneak. Okay, there we go. We're gonna try and farm down the Giratina. We will farm it down. I think we survive. I hope we survive. We need to survive. If we do not survive, this is GG. Okay, bring this in. Okay, awesome. My screen is lagging for some good reason, man. Yeah, you guys saw that. Frames dropping. Frame rate dropping. Okay, there we go. Boom. A few more Sucker Punch should be enough. 2 more, and there we go. Oh, Corviknight did not even need to suffer a single damage. Not bad. Okay, so I guess that's a real proper battle. I hope we can do one more and not like encounter more people who are using level 1 Pokemon. But yeah, I mean the Cresselia, the glitched IV Cresselia can only be obtained during the Wild Area, the Day 3 event. I'm not sure if the same thing will happen for the Global. I highly doubt so. And I would tell you guys that I actually had a friend of mine, Colton. He actually went to the tech support booth and asked them like what's going on, why is the IV of the Cresselia under 6 IV. So the people over there, they actually were not sure like why and what's going on. And then eventually they were saying that, oh, it's good for PvP. Like, yeah, but how many people actually do play PvP opposed to people wanting to get themselves a Hundo Shadow Cresselia? So obviously it's harder to get yourself a Hundo Shadow Cresselia if the IV's minimum is 000 opposed to being 666. Alright. Oh man. Hi. Hello. Anybody home? Knock knock. Let's go with this first. I hope my opponent wakes up. Although in this situation actually we are not really good, because if my opponent is running like Snout, oh wait, he's back. My opponent is back. I was able to use the move instantly. Okay. Yep, my opponent left. Yep. My opponent was AFK there totally. Then after that, he came back when I was using the charge move. Like I said, how I know that is because the move went through instantly. I didn't need to wait for a few seconds. Alright, because if you have to wait for a few seconds, it indicates that the opponent did not even tap the screen at all. But the moment the opponent taps the screen, the charge move instantly fires off. Okay, your own charge moves. Alright, let's go into the next battle now. Let's see. Yeah, man, I honestly hope that we get ourselves another proper battle, okay? Come on. I guess it's not a good thing for us, but whatever the case is, we'll try. Okay. 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 Okay, now my opponent has stopped attacking. Now my opponent has just left the battle. This is what happens when you're so low in elo, man. Like, people are just, I guess, quitting left, right, center, and whatsoever. Yeah, just to drop their elo also. But that's how it is most of the time. So let's go into the next one. I hope this is a real proper battle, okay? Technically, I'm gonna win 10 battles that easily, but who knows, man? I might lose the next one. Someone in the legend, league, have ever reached legend rank, might actually be here, and now he's trying to climb up the ratings because he's at level 79. It's possible. It's possible. Okay, we got the next opponent. Looks like a Japanese player. Okay, let's see, Cresselia against Lapras. Okay, pretty decent lead for us if the opponent is using proper CP Lapras. Okay, it is a proper CP, but he's not attacking. The easiest win, man. The easiest win in Go Battle League, alright? So I think that's all I'd like to show to you guys already, because like I really wanted to show you guys a proper battle, but I'm not gonna push my elo up also because I'm spending time to like grind and all sorts of things. But you guys can see I went up by more than 75 elo. Alright, but that's how it is, man. Shadow Cresselia, the glitched IV Shadow Cresselia is an interesting one to get, but I really am not sure if it's gonna happen during the global Wild Area event. I was lucky enough to get this rank 28. I'm unable to get one for the Great League, but maybe in the future when it happens again or whatsoever. But I mean, I do have a Shadow Great League Cresselia already, so I think I'm satisfied with that. I'm not gonna go ahead to like do anything to it, but yeah, technically we got two, man. Yeah, but this one is better, so that's the one from Giovanni, which I'll keep and use. Alright, but that's it from me, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, then remember to leave a like on the video. It'll be much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, in the next video. Alright, so it's time to say goodbye. Yes, Cresselia, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.